stations, this is Humber Coast Guard. For the Maritime Safety Information Broadcast, listen on VHF Channel 64. Channel 64.
Hello, Ben here, back with another really short video featuring the two UK FM 40 channel CB radios, both of which have the ability to receive 2 or 3 VHF marine channels. The first one is the Jesan KT-5005 with 2 VHF channels, that's MB1 and MB2. MB1 is VHF Marine Channel 16, International Calling and Distress Channel, and the MB2 is 67, the Coast Guard Correspondence Channel. And the rig on the right is the Quasar MCB400, which, as well as having VHF Marine Channel 16, also has Channel 67 and 37. Both these rigs are featured on my channel before, so you may well have seen the previous videos. If you haven't, go and check those out. But the question was asked, do you ever actually receive anything on the VHF channel? So this is just a short little video with a few clips that I've recorded on each radio on various VHF channels. And both of these rigs are plugged into VHF marine antennas.
All stations, this is Humber Coast Guard. For the Maritime Safety Information Broadcast, listen on VHF Channel 63. All stations, this is Humber Coast Guard. For the Maritime Safety Information Broadcast, listen on VHF Channel 63. Channel 63. This is Humber Coast Guard. For the Maritime Safety Information Broadcast, listen on VHF Channel 64. Channel 64. Spock, this is the roof, over. Go ahead. You want 6 move to? Just towards the club, please. This side of the broad. It received. Just straight towards us, Thomas. Yeah, somewhere there. Thank you, Thomas. Drop. Thank you very much. That's everything for now. Global Patriot, this is Humber Coast Guard, Roger, many thanks. If you can just inform us once the trial's been completed, over. This is Humber Coast Guard, good watch, back to 16, Coast Guard out.
Roger, he's showing us not under command. We're trying to call him on 2182 kilohertz and he's not responding and not responding to DSC. So just would like if you could give him a call and move him on to 2182. Over.
So I thought I'd also do a little test to see which of these rigs has got the best receive capabilities on the VHF Marine channels. It's not going to be the most scientific of tests, just using the equipment that I've got at the best of my ability as well. So what I've done is we've got the tiny SA plugged into a 40 dB attenuator, and then it goes to a little T-piece just at the back here, and there's, you can't see on the video, but there's a very short patch lead, probably about 8 or 10 inches long, going to each rig, so they're both shared equally, hopefully. And I'll switch the tiny SA into low output mode. Hopefully you can see that on the screen there. So I'm going to change the frequency to 156.8 megahertz. So that's VHF Marine Channel 16, and I've got the KT-5005 switched to MB1, so that's channel 16 on there, and then the Quasar is in marine mode, so the display's off and we're on channel 16 on the Quasar. We'll drop the dBs right down as far as they'll go. So the tiny SA is sat on minus 67 decibels, and we've got 40 decibels of attenuation in there as well. We'll set the squelch thresholds on both the rigs. and then what we'll do is we'll slowly start increasing the decibels. Actually, we need to put it in FM as well. Let's turn that on. So okay, we're generating an FM signal on 156.8, and we'll slowly start increasing the there we go. So it's starting to cut in on the Jesan first. I was going up in 10 decibel steps there. We're on 68 decibels, and it's not cut in yet. Minus 67, minus 66. Don't know if you can hear that on the video, but it's just starting to cut in on the Jesan. Minus 65, and again it's just starting to break through. Minus 64, we're breaking through, but nothing on the S meter yet, nothing on the Quasar. About minus 58, minus 59, we're starting to get some movement on the Jesan's S meter now. There you go, minus 52, we've got S1 on the Jesan. And still nothing on the Quasar as yet. There we go, minus 51 decibels, and the Quasar has just cut in as well there. So minus 48, and we've got about an S4 on the Jesan, and the S meter has only just started moving on the Quasar now. So minus 43, Jesan's reading S9, and the Quasar is, again, probably just about an S2, something like that. It's just above the S1 there. Let's turn the volumes down a little. So at minus 40 decibels, we've got a full 30 dBs on the Jesan, and about an S3 on the Quasar. So let's turn the Jesan off, and we'll concentrate on the Quasar. So about minus 37 at the tiny SA, and we've got about an S7 on the Quasar now. And about minus 30 dBs, we're a full 30 plus dB on the Quasar, so that's probably about as much as we need to go up. So there you go, not the most scientific, but hopefully that's a little demonstration of how sensitive each of these rigs are. Now the Jesan also had another bit of a receive problem. When I sent this off to Richard at UK FM CB radio servicing, Richard spotted that the coax had come disconnected here, this little pin here, so that's the centre of the coax, and that one's the shield. So Richard replaced or repaired that one with a little pin through the board. And when he did his testing, if you've seen his video, I'll put a link in the description down below of Richard's repair and test. He mentioned that it was deaf as a post still on VHF, but just thought that was kind of the nature of the beast, really. But having a little play with it when it came back, I also realised that this end was disconnected as well. So on the back of the SO239, a little bit difficult to see there, but it looked connected, but it wasn't actually soldered to the pin. I put the multimeter on there and tested it, and yeah, sure enough, there was no connection between that pin and the centre of the SO239 socket. So we've connected that, and yeah, it seems to be working better now than the Quasar. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for the next one. Remember to like, subscribe, and all that kind of malarkey, and we'll see you on the next one. 7-3.